Today we have Christian with us. Tell us something about yourself, who you are, where are you from, how you became profitable.
I had one of my friends, he came up to me, saw a marketing scheme that they weren't really going to be teaching me anything. Really, I never invested any money ever since then. I just never looked back. I've seen the progress. I'm now profitable.
When I was trading, so how did you adjust your risk?
I'm going to lose that trade and my take profit is going to be plus $1,000. Too many trades in that day, $100,000 in this account.
If you have a system that works, and what do you think is going on in the industry?
So we both mentor, we have a few students in it. He does some calls on Thursdays. I still have my confirmations and then I just go about my day.
You giving some recommendations to the traders. $10,000 MyFlashFunding account giveaway. Hey guys, welcome back to MyFlashFunding YouTube channel. Today we have Christian with us, who is a funded trader here at MyFlashFunding. And in today's funded trader interview, we're gonna deep dive into his story, how he became a profitable funded trader as well as profitable trader, and he has been consistent for a very good time. He is also a mentor in one community. We're gonna talk about that as well. But before we talk about all of that, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, and make sure that you watch this funded trader interview until the end, because somewhere along the video we will be doing an announcement for a $10,000 MyFlashFunding account giveaway. So be sure to watch it until the end. Congratulations, man, for your recent payout, and thank you so much for joining. Tell us something about yourself, who you are, where are you from?
Thank you. I'm originally I was born in Cuba. I came when I was a year old, but I've been raised in Miami all my life. So I still reside in Miami for sure.
That's nice. You are in the USA, and pretty much like we have seen how we have recently having issues with CFTs in the USA. I want to know how you started your journey as a trader in the USA and how it went, how you became profitable, and then we will talk about the issues that are going on currently with the CFTs prop firms in the USA as well.
Yeah. So at some point during when I was in university, I was approached by one of my teammates because I also played men's volleyball. I played it in high school and I played it in college as well. I got a scholarship to go play it at university level. I had one of my friends, he came up to me, started talking to me a little bit about trading and how they make all this money and all that stuff. And he showed me like a little presentation on it, asked me some questions on why I want to get like into the financial part of like the stock market and stuff like that. Come to find out now, that's more like a marketing scheme that they weren't really going to be teaching me anything, but that's how I got introduced to it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I never invested any money in them, but it did spark that interest in me in finding ways of how is this possible without trying to get like into that type of like environment. So with that, I did my own research. I reached out to a few people that I knew that were in trading. I bought a lot of courses, a lot of mentorship programs that I did. Really indulged into the whole, trading environment.
Yeah.
Eventually, I got into a good connection with one of my friends from high school. His name is Jordan. He also had an interview with you guys recently. He really grabbed me under his wing. He really taught me everything that we needed to know about trading. I still work with him now. He's a really good friend of mine. I mean, ever since then, I just never looked back. I kept focusing on trading, started developing my own strategy. And from that point on forward, I developed my strategy. I back tested my strategy. It was very important. That built a lot of confidence and believing in myself. I've seen the progress. I'm now profitable. I've been paid out. I have multiple payouts, and I'm currently still funded with MyFlashFunding. So, I mean, it's been an upward hill. It's been a lot of bumps on the road, but I mean, we're here now.
So how much have you made total with the prop firm so far?
So with MyFlash, I got, after everything was around $1,000, and previously I had another payout that was around $2,000.
Yeah.
With a different offer.
Or like you were talking about, you started when you were in university. So how long was it ago?
So that I graduated university in 2020, like right when COVID happened, and around like 2019, that's when I got introduced to the whole like trading thing. So I studied it for a little bit before I ever got like actually into the markets. So I believe like in a year, that's really the actual time that I have like invested in prop firms or like my own capital to really dedicate it to seeing the growth.
All right, that's good. So tell me about your trading strategy that you developed over the past few years, and if it's possible, can you share the screen and talk about your strategy?
Yeah, I can share my screen, definitely. So I trade very simple. I trade based off of areas of supply and demand. I developed this strategy specifically because I have a full-time job. I'm in a place where I can be focused on the charts 24/7. I deal with a lot of clients face-to-face in an office, so I can't be, looking for specific candlesticks or any type of pattern like that. So I went very simple, supply and demand, right? Based off of that, I have my zones drawn on the 1 hour. So these are my white zones, these 1 hour support and resistance areas. I use an MA, a 66 MA. That's just to give me a confluence where the market is trending to go. So all of this, we see going on an uptrend.
Yeah.
So after I have that, I like to go go to the 5-minute chart. And in the 5-minute chart, I do the same thing. I find another area of confluence, a little support resistance that happens pre-market. I am in the US, so I just trade New York open. So around, my trades usually execute around like after 8:30, because 8:30 we do have some news. So like anywhere between like 8:35 and then around 9:30, that's where I get executed in my orders.
Yeah.
And it could take about an hour or so for the entire play to happen, but it's pretty simple. So what we have, right, we have an area that started forming here pre-market, right? We have some levels of resistance that price was failing to break above.
Yeah.
So I marked this zone up on a little blue area right here. That's my 5-minute zone. So all I do is once I already established my zone, what I want to do now is I'm going to be placing right here a buy stop order. Okay. Once I place that buy stop order, I set my parameters, which is the exact same parameters for every single trade that I take. It's always going to be a 50-point stop loss, and my take profit is always going to be 100 points. Okay. I don't try to extend my take profit to 150, 200. I like keeping it in this range of 1 to 2. I thought it was very profitable for myself. So that's what I've been doing. That's what got me consistent in my trading. Once I have a buy stop order, all I do is I wait for the notification to hit my phone just so I know that I'm in the trade.
Yeah.
And then wait for the notification to see if I hit take profit or if I hit my stop loss, right?
Right.
And I developed this because, again, I'm client facing, so I have a lot of people in front of me at any time during the New York Open. Once I set the parameters, I just let it play out, and then I'll check back on it when I have nobody in front of me, and then I'll just see what happens with the market.
Makes sense. So basically, with 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, even if you are winning for 50% of the time, you're still gonna be a profitable trader, because out of 10 trades, you will win 5 trades and you will lose 5 trades. But because the reward is 2x the time that the amount that you are risking, so ultimately you're gonna be still in your very good profits after that, total 10 trades.
Right, exactly.
All right. So now let's move on. You can stop sharing if you want.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So you shared your strategy. Now the thing is, what I have noticed, because I've been trading since 2017 as well. When I was trading, of course, there were not really prop firms out there. Barely, I think in 2019, couple of prop firms were there, and I tried them. I took some payouts at that time as well. Now, what I noticed, like when you trade your personal capital, you have to have a certain risk management parameters while trading your personal capital. But when it comes to prop firms, you need to develop a risk management system according to the risk parameters of a prop firm. So how did you adjust your risk when you are trading your personal capital as compared to prop firms?
Yeah, so definitely when I first started with my own capital, I put my very first account, I put $1,000 in it.
Yeah.
And I was just trading based on what somebody else was doing. So if somebody called out a buy on NASDAQ, I took that buy and I didn't know the leverage I could put. So I put a huge lot size expecting to get, crazy results, and it hit my stop loss and I lost like almost all my account.
Yeah.
So that's something that we can't really do in prop firms. Prop firms, they give us that daily drawdown or like the max allocated drawdown that we can have. So that really helped me out a lot with my risk management, because now during the and every single trade that I take, if I'm going to lose that trade, I'm just going to be losing one trade in that day, and it's going to be 50 points. So say I'm doing a 100K challenge, I'm going to be putting my stop loss is going to be minus $500.
Yeah.
And my take profit is going to be plus $1,000.
All right.
Right. And I just developed that, compounding that profit and that same strategy over time. I became profit, but I stuck to it. I didn't try to put my stops to break even. I just let my trade play out. I had a lot of belief and faith in my trading strategy because I was able to back test it a lot.
Yeah. All right. So in your opinion, what do you think is the number one mistake that many traders make when it comes to trading with the prop firms? Why they fail their funding challenges so much?
Yeah, they fail it because they see that, oh, I just have to make, for example, 6%, and then I'm gonna pass phase 1 and then phase 2. So they're like, oh, I'm just gonna be placing one trade, hit my take profit for the 6%, and it doesn't really matter. But then we just lost that first trade, right?
Yeah.
So now we're in the negative. So like, oh, let me just get back to the break even point, and then I'll aim for the 6,000 after that. And then we just continuously spiral down this rabbit hole of let's just get to break even. And before you know it, you took too many trades in that day, and then you just blew, the daily drawdown. So a lot of people want to see as prop firms at, yes, I can get allocated $100,000 in this account. Let me just risk it because it's going to get so much return on it when I make my payout. But we never get to the payout because we're just seeing the end goal. We're not trusting the process on. So it's really just stick to your strategy. Wait, take patience. It's going to happen over time. You just can't be too greedy in the markets.
Exactly. That's the number one mistake as well, in my opinion. When they take the challenge, they just want to hit that 6% profit target on phase 1 and on phase 2 as fast as they can. And because of this, feeling like, or this attitude that they need to hit 6% ASAP, what they do, they are always over risking. They are always over trading. And when they are down negative 1, 2, 3%, they want to get back to break even. And this loop continues until they hit minus 8% on their account and they lose their challenge. So that's, a very good point that you mentioned. Take it slow and do not be greedy. Market isn't going anywhere. If you have a system that works, market will definitely give you an opportunity. You just need to make sure that when market is giving you the opportunity, only then you're going to be taking the trade. Otherwise, no need to take any trade.
Exactly. Perfectly said.
Now, let's talk about, you're a mentor, you live in the USA, and we have seen many things happening in the prop firm industry. I just want to see your opinion. What do you think is going on in the industry right now, and what do you think is going to happen in the future with the prop firms?
Yeah, I see a lot of platforms going down, some rising out of nowhere with these crazy rules. You can buy an account like super cheap, but then you have all these crazy rules. I have my full faith in trusting people that have proven to me that they're trustworthy. That being said, that's why I stick with MyFlashFunding 100%. Whenever I do have some type of issue with the account, whatever, I quickly reach out to the support team and they get back to me within a few hours. So I think that's very important, not just going on to the hype of, oh, there's the new prop firm, let's try going here, but really see what is everybody's bias to one platform.
Yeah.
With MyFlash, I heard a lot of good things with my friend Jordan that, like I said, we're in a mentorship. Yeah, we're in the Wolf of Profits Academy. So we both mentor, we have a few students in it and we're constantly mentoring them. We're also a part of MyFlash as well. He does some calls on Thursdays. I hop into the calls on Thursdays as well, the like chart and chill. We just chart it up, we talk a little about the academy, the profits that we're making during the week, and we just like to get into the whole, the whole community. So as far as I know, I believe that the profits are an awesome thing, especially for now. There's a lot of options out there, but don't just go on what the hype is. Really do your research. Try to find out who the CEOs are, who the founders are. See the face of people. Like for you, for example, you're in the face, you're in the camera, you're talking to all these traders daily. That's a good thing to have. That's a good reputation to build. So it's important for people to understand that.
All right, perfect. Makes sense. Now, you're a trader. Now, when I was learning, I remember as a trader, I was trying to develop few habits that are going to help me in my trading journey, in me becoming profitable. So I did develop those habits and they helped a lot. As a trader, what is your trading routine? How you start your day? What are your habits when it comes to trading the markets?
Yeah, so I wake up pretty much the same time every day. So I wake up around like 7 o'clock in the morning. I look at the charts just to see what happened in the previous session, see where market is currently.
Yeah.
And then I get into the office around like 8 o'clock. So there I'm already drawing out my zones, seeing what's going to be happening around the 8:30 time.
Yeah.
I see what type of news happened, see if the news really invalidated some of my zones. If news invalidated my zones and I don't see my structure points, then I just don't trade at all that day. And then that's a free day for me. I just focus on work. But if I see that the zone is still placed where it has to be placed, I still have my confirmations. I place my buy stop or sell stop order around like 8:40, 8:45, and then I just let it play out. So 9:30 opens. Sometimes even before the 9:30 New York opens, I'm already in my take profit.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about the market open crazy volatility. But yeah, once I have that one trade placed down, I just let it go, and then I just get notified if it's take profit or a stop loss, and then I just go about my day.
Perfect. Now, I want to deep dive into the last part of today's interview, which is you giving some recommendations to the traders who are watching this video. If they're taking the challenge, how they can complete the challenge and become a funded trader. But just before I do that, guys, if you're still watching, we talked about doing a $10,000 MyFlashFunding account giveaway in this video. So there are a few steps that you have to follow, which are very simple. First step is that you have to like this video and share this with your friends. Second, subscribe to MyFlashFunding YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell. Third step is going to be, let us know in the comment section, as you have watched this interview till now, what have you learned from Christian and how do you think it can help you in improving your trading journey. Then lastly, make sure that you follow MyFlashFunding all social media, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, or also join Discord. We have added the links in description. If you will follow these 4 steps, you will be eligible to participate in a $10,000 MyFlashFunding account giveaway. Christian, give us some recommendations for the traders who are watching, how they should complete the evaluation and become funded trader.
Yeah, so I believe the most important thing is going to be your risk management.
Yeah.
You can have an awesome strategy, you can have all the confluences in the world, but if you can't handle taking a loss and then walking away and just trying to get back into the market and back into the market, that's really what's going to be stopping you from being profitable. Once you set up your plan, write it down, know how much you're going to be risking for the day. If you're going to be breaking down into 2 trades, know how much you're going to be losing in those 2 trades. Don't let it go more than 1% of the account. So if you're doing a 100K account, try not to risk over $500 in each trade. And always for your take profit, look for at least a 1-2 or even better, right? A 1-1 is very hard to maintain that over time, because if you lose one and win one, you're just at break even. So if you lose one with a 1-2, you win, you're in profits. Definitely have your risk management intact, and believe that over time, you might not see crazy numbers in the beginning, but over time, if you keep with that same plan, you're going to see the profits for sure.
Perfect. Thank you so much, man, for your time and sharing your journey, how you became profitable, giving us your trading insights into your trading strategy, talking about risk management as well. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my Flash Funding YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe and also turn on the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching until the end. We will see you in the next InFundy Trader interview. Till then, bye for now.